There's a story that I shared recently in a video that I made with my wife, Catherine Allman, that I'd like to repeat because I think it would benefit from some context. So as the story goes, during COVID, Catherine and I decided to get away for a romantic weekend in Las Vegas. So we went to a hotel and we were checking in. And as we were checking in, the young woman who was helping us was making very pleasant conversation. She asked us if we had any plans for the weekend. Were we going to any shows or doing anything? And we said, no, we're staying in. And she looked very serious and looked at us and said, well, I hope you have a very restful weekend. To which Catherine replied, I don't think we're going to be doing too much resting. And it kind of flustered the poor girl. The point of this story is not to make fun of that woman, because what she said was not something that she meant as some sort of insult or put down. What she said was the result of cultural and societal conditioning that we've all been subjected to. We've all been told that you're going to lose your sex drive when you get older. We've been told that as your relationship goes on further, it's going to go downhill. We've been told in general that most things go down when you're older, and that's simply not true. Ellen Langer, a psychology professor at Harvard, has done some very interesting research on things like mindfulness. And in one of the studies she did, she took a large group of people and split them in two. And she gave each group a set of cognitive tests. The only difference between the two groups is when they were preparing them. With one group, they subtly made suggestions about the sort of deterioration that might occur in people as they age. And in that group of people, they scored lower on the cognitive test, even though in every other respect they were very similar to the other group. So the way that we respond to what we think we know to be the truth directly affects the way that we operate in the world. If you feel like, well, let's give an example. If I forget something when I'm 30, I say, oh, I forgot that. If I forget something when I'm 65, I think, oh my God, is dementia setting in? And this was another thing that Ellen Langer found in studies. People who thought that memory-related issues had to do with age tended to have more memory-related issues, or at least worry about them more. And when they studied people in cultures like Japan, where they have a lot more honor and respect for elders, they didn't find that to be the case, that people automatically attribute memory loss to aging. So the cultural messages that we get, the societal pressure that we get, the things that we're told throughout our lifetime about what happens as we age, and we're all aging from the moment we're born, it's as we reach a certain age, which we've determined in this culture, those directly reflect how we may operate in the world. And I think it's just worth it to stop and think about that for a moment.